Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Thursday, 31st of August 2023 and it's equivalent to 15th of Safar 1445 after Hijrah. The headlines. Tinubu speaks on Gabon coup, says autocratic contagion spreading in Africa. We will make police take full control of internal security, says Ribadu. FRSC deworms primary school pupils in Plateau. And on the foreign scene, Gabon coup leaders named General Brice Oligui Nguema as new leader. In sports, Newcastle to host Man City in EFL Cup. And those were the headlines. And for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has expressed concern over the rising cases of coup in African countries, calling for a comprehensive consensus against the spread of contagious autocracy across the continent. The president says he was committed to working with other African leaders to defend democracy on the continent. Tinubu stated this in his first response to the Wednesday morning coup in Gabon, just as the United States, United Nations, European Union, France and the Commonwealth voiced concerns over the political developments in the Central African country. The military took over in Gabon is coming 1 month after a similar incident happened in Niger, where President Garth overthrew the democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum. Dozens of soldiers had appeared on Gabonese national television announcing the cancellation of election results said to have been won by incumbent Ondimba Ali Bongo and the dissolution of all the institutions of the republic. A statement by the presidential spokesman Adure Ngalale explained that Tinubu was of the unwavering belief that power belongs in the hands of Africa's great people and not in the barrel of a loaded gun. Nouri Badu, National Security Advisor NSA, says the goal of his office is to ensure that the Nigerian Police Force (NPF) takes full control of internal security without any need to invite the military. Ribadu spoke on Wednesday while presenting a paper at the ongoing annual conference of the Nigerian Bar Association in Abuja, represented by Antonio Oluborode, a special advisor in the legal department of the office of the NSA. Ribadu said achieving the goal will help the army to focus better on external security and terrorism. The NSA said there must be closer interagency collaboration as well as capacity building to ensure success in the fight against insecurity. The NSA said there is a need to strengthen the legislative framework and review strategies and policies on security. Kayode Egbetokun, the acting Inspector General of Police (IGP), says Nigeria must recruit an additional 190,000 officers to secure the country adequately. Egbetokun spoke on Wednesday at the Defense Week for the Senior Executive Course (SCE) 45 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies (NIPS) in Jos Plateau State. He said the required figure is needed to match the ratio of police to population recommended by the United Nations. Nigeria's current police strength is just 370,000 officers, which is insufficient based on a ratio of 1 police officer to about 600 citizens. The UN recommended ratio is 1 police officer to almost 450 citizens. To meet up with the benchmark, Egbetokun said the federal government needs to increase the annual recruitment quota of police personnel from 10,000 to 20,000 naira. The Jos Zonal Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) on Wednesday dewormed children between the ages of 5 to 10 years in Foreign Lumber community of Basa, local government area of Plateau State. The one-day health outreach targeted at deworming 500 primary school pupils was organized by FRSC's RSH4 Zonal Clinic Jos in collaboration with Anchor Center for Empowerment (ACE), held at Equa Transfer Primary School, Foreign Lumber along Zaria Road, Jos. The Zonal Commanding Officer RSH4 Assistant Corps Marshal ACM Clement Oladele, represented by Corps Commander CC Jacob A. Akpa, who declared the event open, urged parents to always pay attention to their children's health anytime there is any defect.
When you are building a nation, I do not consider the children. You have not started yet. Gone are the days where the old ones that are almost expired will continue to rule the nation with old ideas. And for these children to be alive to take over, they must be healthy enough.
In her remark, Deputy Corps Commander DCC Nursing Elizabeth Hussein Ame said the outreach aimed at bringing up sound road users in the future.
This program, which is targeted at deworming children, is most appropriate as healthy children are the backbone of a healthy society. As part of our effort in bringing up sound road users in the future, we are here today to deworm the children of this community from ages 5 to 10 years.
On his part, the State Commissioner for Health, Honorable Dr. Shukru Cletus Bako, represented by Mr. Philemon Dagwa, while commending the FRSC for the good work they are doing on the plateau, expressed the state government's readiness to partner with any organization that is ready to improve the health sector. Earlier, Coordinator Anchor Center for Empowerment, ACE, Dr. Musa Umar, MNI, commended his organization for the continuous support given to FRSC to improve children's health in the state.
For the last 2 years, I think Anchor Center for Empowerment has been collaborating with her in this noble activity.
In their separate goodwill messages, head teacher, Akwai Transfer Primary School for Lumba PTA chairman and traditional rulers of the community applauded FRSC for the gesture, as reported by our correspondent, Shirin Matasa. The National Union of Local Government Employees, NOLGE, on Wednesday called for an investigation and monitoring of statutory allocations to the local government councils in the country. The union also declared the dearth of infrastructure and development in the councils, which it said have affected the growth at the grassroots. NOLGE National President Hakim Ambali made this call in an interview with newsmen in Abuja against the backdrop of a petition filed with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Order-Related Offences (ICPC) by the chairman of Ijebu Local East Local Government Area, Wale Adedayo, against the Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun over alleged diversion of council allocation. He also called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene in the situation. Ambali revealed that the NOLGE was awaiting the report on the controversy before taking actions. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Mr. Nyesom Wike, yesterday bragged that he is yet to see the party chieftain who will suspend him from the party. Speaking in an interview on a national television, Wike also said governance is not about membership of a political party. Asked whether it was right for him to take an appointment in an APC-led government, the former governor of Rivers State said he became the FCT minister to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration and not as a member of a political party. When asked if he was afraid that the PDP could suspend him, Wike queried whether there was anyone in the party who could suspend him. The General Officer commanding GOC 81 Division Nigerian Army, Major General Muhammad Takuti Usman, on Wednesday asked soldiers to be loyal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the constituted authority at all times. Usman said these were addressing soldiers at the 35th Artillery Brigade, Alamala, Abeokuta, Ogun State. The GOC told them to be professional and exhibit total loyalty, beginning with the president down to the top echelon of the armed forces. His comment comes amid the military coup spreading across African nations, with Gabon being the latest on Wednesday. Usman, flanked by the Brigadier General Muhammad Tajuddin Aminu, the commander of 35th Artillery Brigade, warned that Nigeria armed forces would not condone disloyalty. He admitted that there are some challenges, but they are not peculiar to the brigade command. Women were charged to come out and show that they have the right intelligence and resources to put in their contribution in the way policies are rolled out so as to take their rightful place in the scheme of things. Plateau State Deputy Governor Honorable Josephine Pio, who made this charge yesterday at the investiture of Hajia Halimatu Saadiya S. Maidembe as the second coordinator of Society of Women in Taxation Suite, Plateau State Chapter in Jos, congratulated Hajia Maidembe and urged her to change the economy narrative of the state. Represented by Barrister Olivia Dazien, the Deputy Governor assured Hajia Maidembe of her support. Also congratulating Maidembe on her new post, the State Finance Commissioner, Honorable Mrs. Dunkum Grace Shwarta, emphasized on the need for eligible taxpayers to pay their taxes in order to genuinely hold government accountable. In her acceptance speech after taking oath of office and swearing in by SWIT's 5th National Chairperson, Mrs. Bosede Florence Ikanoba, Hajia Maidembe thanked SWIT electoral umpire for conducting free and fair election and pledged that her leadership style will be all-inclusive and abide by the Constitution to move SWIT Plateau State to greater height. After thanking her successor, Mrs. Esther J. Nyam, and all that assisted her in her journey to new office, especially her family, bosses and colleagues, the new Swiss State Coordinator inaugurated her executive committee members who will together hold the offices for 2 years. Our correspondent Jamilu Abdullahi Mazado reports that good messages were presented by dignitaries that attended the event, which include top government functionaries, high-ranking state and national tax officials from within and outside the state, traditional and religious leaders, amongst others. And on the foreign scene, army officers who seized power in a coup in Gabon on Wednesday have named General Bright Oligui Nguema as the West African state's traditional leader. General Nguema was earlier carried triumphantly through the streets of the capital, Libreville, by his troops. The deposed President Ali Bongo has appeared in a video at his home calling on his friends all over the world to make noise on his behalf. The former French colony is one of Africa's major oil producers. Mr. Bongo's overthrow ended his family's 55-year hold on power. Army officers appeared on TV in the early hours of Wednesday to say they had taken power. They said they had annulled the result of Saturday's election in which Mr. Bongo was declared the winner, but which the opposition said was fraudulent. The officers also said they had arrested one of Mr. Bongo's sons for treason. And in sport, treble winners Manchester City will travel to Newcastle United in the third round of the Carabao Cup. Holders Manchester United will face Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. Aston Villa host Everton. Brentford play Arsenal and Brighton travel to Chelsea. In the other all Premier League ties, League One side Lincoln, the reward for beating Sheffield United on penalties is a home tie with West Ham, while Salford City hosts Burnley. Fulham, who beat Tottenham on penalties in the second round, host Championship side Norwich, while 9-time winners Liverpool are at home to Leicester. The third round ties will take place in the week commencing 25 September. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder Badarsat, which has been watched in about 38 countries of the world free. You can also stream and watch us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our program. Do have yourself a lovely day.